fugitive has one fugitive trying to escape and one marshal trying to stop them. Separate the hideout decks into 3 piles, 4 to 14, 15 to 28, and 29 to 41. Shuffle each, then place in a column. The 0 card is the fugitive's first hideout. The marshal takes their roll and notepad cards plus marker. The fugitive takes their roll card, the 1, 2, 3, and 42 cards, then draws 3 cards from deck 1 and 2 cards from deck 2. Hideout numbers in the top left and sprint numbers in the top right. On their first turn, the fugitive plays 1 or 2 cards face down to the right of the 0. There can be no more than 3 hideout numbers higher unless you use cards to sprint. After the first turn of the game, the fugitive draws 1 card from any deck, then places 1 hideout. To sprint, each additional card underneath your played hideout uses the sprint number to move that many extra spaces. For example, if you played 1, you could sprint 4 footprints on top of the base, 3 movement to play the 8 hideout. The fugitive may also pass. On their first turn, the marshal draws any 2 cards, then guesses a number. On later turns, draw 1 card from any deck, then guess. To guess, say a number between 1 and 41. If that number matches a face-down hideout, the fugitive reveals it and sprint cards. Cross off correct guesses as you go. The marshal may also guess multiple hideouts, but the fugitive doesn't reveal cards if even a single number was wrong. Once hideout 42 is played, the marshal can start a manhunt if hideout 29 or lower has been revealed. To do this, the marshal keeps guessing. If correct, the hideout is revealed and the marshal continues. If even one mistake is made, the fugitive escapes. There are a few variants, but this gives you a general idea of gameplay. Guess the hideouts to bring the fugitive to justice, or play cards to escape the long arm of the law. That's fugitive. Fugitive can be played on a large square or rectangular coffee table. The middle area grows by quite a bit, but not out of control. There's no reading, math is basic, but there's lots of deduction. Experienced 8-year-old gamers might be okay, but they should start as the fugitive. Keep a straight face though. Including setup and takedown, our average game is just over 20 minutes. You could play 2 games, 1 as each side, on a weeknight. In our 5th game of Fugitive, Mom is the fugitive. I guessed most of her hideouts quickly, but she fooled me with some of the later cards. I was 1 hideout away when she sprinted. I thought I was in trouble, and I was right. She placed her escape card. With the manhunt on, I guessed some, but fell 1 short. I'll get you someday, Mom. At 20-ish minutes, Fugitive is perfect to pass the time waiting for supper to cook. Because it's small, you can bring it with you to school or work to play during lunch. Because there are no dice or bits, you could even play this at a restaurant. It takes only a couple minutes to teach, and you can play with just about anyone because the gameplay is simple. I love that it's set in the world of Burgle Brothers. Sabotage is too, which is awesome. It makes sense for the theme and setting. Art, as always with these games, is incredible. The cards tell a story as you play, and it's fun to retell it out loud at the end. There's luck of the draw, but the marshal eliminates options as cards are drawn, although you certainly don't have perfect information. The 3-deck system is super clever. As the fugitive, do you draw cards from the middle to make sure you get to the ending, grab them all from the end to make sure you get away, or grab them from the first deck to make sure you can start your escape and have sprint options? As the marshal, are you trying to narrow down where the fugitive is now, or reduce options later to cut him off? So clever. The sprint system is smart as well. So is the option to guess multiple hideouts, but they're only revealed if all are correct. So is the manhunt. There's a reason we buy everything Tim Fowers puts out. Fugitive is fast, sneaky fun. Both sides are enjoyable, although I like the marshal a bit more. It's a hidden movement and deduction game that, thanks to its theme and clever ideas, not to mention quick playtime, might appeal to even to gamers who normally avoid that style of game. I'm not always in the mood to play, but I have a blast when I do.